Alright, finally in October, and so things are starting to pick up in theaters now. And of course, one of the first big releases was A Star Is Born, which when I first saw the trailers, I wasn't really sure what to think, and I honestly wasn't really looking forward to it at all. I mean, Bradley Cooper is good, I like him, and Lady Gaga, I was never a huge fan of her music, but nevertheless, I recognize she's a extremely skilled singer and performer. But it seemed really hokey. I wasn't really too familiar with the story. I hadn't seen any of the previous versions of this film. It just, I love a good romance, okay? I've said it before, and I'll say it again, I'm sure, but it looked like it was trying to be a little more serious than I was willing to take it. But then, of course, it starts making some of the festival rounds and some of these previews, and it just gets incredibly good reviews, and so now it's finally out in wide release, and I had to check it out. You know what? You can count me amongst the many people who have really loved and enjoyed this film. Now, there were definitely some parts that I didn't like, but overall, I just really came out of the theater with having a great experience. And really the first, I want to say it was like the 40 minutes of this 2-hour, 15-minute film were really cool. I mean, just the forming of the relationship between Allie, Lady Gaga's character, and Jackson Maine, Bradley Cooper's character, was really cool. And a lot of the scenes on stage I thought did a great job of capturing the energy of being in a live performance. And obviously I've never been on stage in a huge auditorium, but just the way they had a ton of lens flares and just had great, I think, sound mixing and having the perfect mix of being able to hear the music, but also you get some of the crowd noise in there, and it was really electric. And then when you have them both on stage together, it just really allowed me to buy into their relationship and their love for each other extremely quickly. Towards the middle of the film is where things kind of slow down a little bit. And it kind of took me out of the film just because the end and the beginning are a little quicker in terms of things moving forward, and so this kind of took me out a little bit, but it won't for everyone because I think it does on some level kind of resemble how their relationship is slowing down too. It also didn't help that I didn't enjoy the songs in the middle as much. This is the part where some of the music becomes a little more mainstream, which is part of the plot, but it was just harder for me to take it when they take breaks from the plot to have this music. And in the beginning, it's to show them coming together, but it's not a musical in the sense that these songs are moving things forward with what's happening and what they're saying. It's more kind of on the side generally. So when I'm not really enjoying the music, that hurts things as well. So the middle kind of let me down specifically, just because I have a hard time dealing with slow things. Then the ending, man, the ending just pulled everything together so well, and I thought it was beautifully executed. And the final song just really got to me, and the final shot even I just thought was the perfect place to end it. I loved that, and so I mean, just how much I loved the first half and the last 15-20 minutes just makes me have an overall really positive experience with this movie, and I recommend for anyone who is even remotely interested in these kind of stories.